My desires are a part of who I am, yet I fear that voicing them will make you question what we have. There's something deep inside of me that I crave to share, but the thought of judgment keeps me silent. The craving feels so natural to me, but I can't help but wonder if you'll see it as an inconvenience or a flaw. I want to be open, to share everything that makes me feel alive, but I'm scared that you won't see it the same way. There's a fear inside me that keeps me from opening up, wondering if my desires will push you away instead of drawing you in. I crave something beyond the surface, but the fear of judgment keeps me from sharing what I truly want. What I desire may seem unconventional, but it's real, and I wonder if I can ever share it without fearing judgment. I want to express everything inside me, but the fear of being misunderstood keeps me locked in silence. I crave a connection that feels effortless, but I'm afraid that if I show you all of me, it'll be too much. There's something I want so deeply, but I'm afraid that if I share it with you, it will change everything between us. The craving inside me feels so intense that I worry I'll scare you away if I express it too openly. What I long for isn't just about the physical, it's about truly being seen. But I fear that sharing it will push you away. I feel vulnerable when I think about sharing my cravings, but holding them back feels even more suffocating. I crave a deep emotional connection, but I wonder if it will be too much for you to understand. What I want isn't just about pleasure, it's about connection. Yet I fear that if I speak it aloud, it will change how you see me. There's something I desire so deeply, yet I hesitate to voice it, afraid that it will make me seem too demanding. The longing in me is something I can't ignore, but I fear that expressing it will create a barrier between us. What I crave is more than just a fantasy. It's something real, but I wonder if you'll accept it once you understand the depth of my desires. I crave to be seen, to be heard in ways I've never dared to express. Yet the fear of judgment keeps me silent. There's a part of me that wants to share everything, but I'm afraid of what it will mean for how you view me. What I desire is so raw and real, yet the vulnerability it requires makes me hesitate every time I think about revealing it. My cravings run deep, and every day I wonder if sharing them will cause more harm than good. I long for connection, not just in the obvious ways, but I wonder if revealing my deepest desires will make you think less of me. The cravings within me speak louder than words, but I fear they will be misunderstood if I let them escape. I wish I could let you into the secret parts of me, but I worry it will change how you see me forever. There's a craving inside that feels both thrilling and terrifying, yet sharing it could make all the difference in what we have. The craving for something deeper is a part of me, but I'm unsure whether you'll accept it or walk away from me because of it. What I crave is more than just a passing thought. It's a part of who I am, yet I'm afraid it's too much for you to bear. There's a burning desire inside that won't be quiet, but I hold it back, wondering if it's too much for you to understand. What I want might seem bold, but it's just a reflection of how deeply I feel, and I wonder if I can show it without fear. I crave a connection that transcends the physical, but I wonder if the emotional depth I seek is something you're ready for. There's a longing inside of me that is real and raw, but I'm afraid sharing it will push you away rather than bring us closer. What I crave most is honesty and openness, but I fear that my truth might not align with what you're willing to understand. Sometimes I wonder if the things I crave are too much, but I can't help but yearn for something deeper, something more. I want to share my desires with you, but the fear of judgment holds me back, even when I long for closeness. There's a craving inside that's hard to suppress, yet the thought of sharing it makes me question everything. I want to let you into the deepest parts of me, but the fear of you not understanding keeps me from speaking my truth. I crave something real, something honest, but I wonder if you'll find it too intense or too much to handle. There's a fear inside of me that if I let go of my inhibitions and share my cravings, I might lose what we have. I wish I could show you the depth of my desires without feeling like it's too much or too intense for you to accept. I crave intimacy that goes beyond the surface, but I fear that if I express it, I'll be seen as too demanding or selfish. There's a craving in me that seeks connection in ways most can't understand, but I'm afraid that sharing it will be the end of something beautiful. There's a desire deep within me, something I crave when the lights go down, but I wonder if you'll see it as too much, too soon. The thoughts racing through my mind are so intense, but the fear of judgment keeps me from sharing what I truly want. In the silence of the night, my desires whisper louder, but I hesitate, unsure if you'll understand. There's something vulnerable about craving something deeper, but the risk of judgment can make it feel impossible to open up. I wonder if my desires will make you pull away or bring us closer, but sharing them feels like a leap of faith. The secret I hold inside feels both thrilling and terrifying, and sometimes I wonder if I'm the only one who feels this way. I crave a connection that goes beyond the surface, but the fear of judgment holds me back from sharing my truth. When the world falls away, there's something I long for in the stillness, yet I'm afraid you'll see it as a weakness. My deepest desires don't fit the mold, and I fear that they may make you question me in ways I can't control. It's a craving that feels almost taboo, yet it's so real and raw that it's hard to suppress. I wish I could show you the parts of me that ache for more, but I worry you won't accept the truth of my desires. There's a longing inside of me that feels like a secret, one I don't dare to speak out loud for fear of how you might react. In the quiet of the night, I feel my cravings surface, but I wonder if you'll see them as too much. There's a part of me that wants to be free, to express what I desire, but I'm afraid of the judgments that might follow. The more I crave, the more I hide it, fearing that if you knew, you'd see me in a different light. I can't help but wonder if what I crave is too much for you to understand, and that thought alone makes me hesitate. The yearning is so strong, yet I keep it locked away, worried that sharing it will push you away. There's a craving inside of me that doesn't fit the conventional, but it's a part of who I am, and I fear that revealing it could change everything. Sometimes I wonder if my desires will make you see me differently, but not sharing them feels like denying a part of myself. There's something I crave that goes beyond the physical, yet I fear you'll judge me for it before understanding it. I find myself trapped between wanting to reveal my deepest desires and fearing how you'll react to them. It's not that I want to shock you, but I crave a level of intimacy that scares me as much as it excites me. I'm torn between wanting to explore what excites me in the most intimate way and the fear that you won't be open to it. The craving that swells inside of me is both thrilling and overwhelming, but I'm afraid it might push you away if I speak it aloud. What I desire is something so personal, yet I feel like it's too much to ask for, afraid that it will make you think less of me. There's a side of me that craves something raw, but I can't help but wonder if you'll think it's too much. It's a craving so deep that it feels like a part of me, but I fear exposing it will make you question my worth. What I long for isn't just physical, it's an emotional connection that I fear you won't understand. I hesitate to share my craving because it feels too vulnerable, and I wonder if you'll judge me for being honest about it. I crave something more than what we have, but I'm afraid that expressing it will make me seem demanding or unreasonable. There's a craving in my soul that feels like a hidden treasure, but I'm afraid of the judgment that might come with revealing it. Sometimes I feel like I'm standing at the edge, wanting to share my desires, but holding back, unsure of how you'll react. What I crave is so much more than the obvious, but I fear that if I share it, you'll see me as too intense. I long for a connection that goes beyond the surface, but I'm unsure if you'll be open to the depth of what I desire. The thoughts I carry inside are not just fantasies, they're a part of me, but I'm afraid that revealing them will change how you see me. There's a craving within me that I can't ignore, yet I fear that expressing it might create distance between us. What I crave isn't just about the physical, it's the emotional intimacy that I'm afraid you won't be ready for. My cravings run deeper than most understand, and I wonder if sharing them will make you feel uncomfortable or misunderstood. I keep my desires hidden because I'm afraid they'll reveal a side of me you won't be able to accept. There's something in me that aches for more, yet I wonder if I'm asking for too much by wanting to share it. I crave more than the ordinary, but I fear that exposing this side of me will make you pull away. What I crave is not about pleasing you, but about finding a connection that feels true and authentic. But I'm afraid you won't get it.